What's going on, guys? This is Pokemon Mystery Mail Day number 83. As you guys know, I have been getting into these vintage game consoles. This one right here is actually a Frost Blue. A lot of people probably looking at it first glance are saying, oh yeah, that's a Pearl Blue Game Boy. I definitely had that one. Not Frost Blue, Surf Blue, my bad. But I took this game apart and I managed to put a new battery in and we finally got it rolling. I'm just showing this because, honestly, I'm super proud of myself. I know it was a simple, easy fix, but a lot of people have old Game Boy games that just don't work. They just can't get them working, and I thought that this would probably be helpful to all of those people. Also, just feel the OG vibes. Sorry about the glare, guys. So this is Pokemon Gold. This is the startup screen for Pokemon Gold. I hope this is bringing you guys all the vibes. As you can see, this Frost Blue is actually super clean on the inside, despite the other side. Beautiful. So let's see if it still shows that I have a saved game. I've been playing with Totodile. I saved it last night. Oh, and it's still there. We have the saved game. Oh man, and we're still there. Okay, perfect, beautiful. I just wanted to make sure that was still going. As you guys know, I have been collecting a lot of consoles. I think at this point I have nine consoles, not counting anything that's going to be in this mail. I don't know how much Pokemon TCG is going to be in this mail because I've really gotten into a deep dive into the console market. There are Pokemon games in the console market. That's what I'm interested in most. Pokemon-based consoles, Pokemon-based games. But a lot of these old consoles also are very collectible and really cool. And I've been looking at options like modding, buying new shells, refurbishing myself, and I think I've come to the conclusion that honestly, nothing beats OEM. I have purchased a modded one for the backlit screen. I feel like that I'm going to end up regretting that because it's just not the same feel. And honestly, if you want a backlit screen, just buy yourself a nice Game Boy SP like this one. And this one's got some damage on it, roughed up on the front, but still, it's so easy to find consoles like this that have a little bit of roughed up use, but you're still getting the real thing. That one still holds a fantastic battery. Okay, moving forward, let's go ahead and get into it. Joypad Lad. All right, where is my, do I not have my, okay guys, I was using my razor blade to actually clean up my Game Boy game and disconnect the solder points. I will be right back. Sorry, guys. A razor blade in there to actually open stuff up. First time for everything. In the history of all of my mail day videos and every YouTube video I've ever done on this channel, I have never, ever forgotten to grab my razor blade. So, we got our trusty Husky now, always with me. All right, make sure I cut this, not cutting anything. Okay, so I know what this is. We got Joypad Lad on here. Oh, and he's on Mercari too, of course. So I picked this up. I just bought it outright because I lost an auction for one, but I wanted it really badly, and I cannot wait to play this on my Nintendo 64. This one actually looks like it has two different type of screws. Now that I'm getting more into consoles, I notice everything. There are two different screws on the back here. So one screw was replaced. I'm guessing he refurbishes a lot of these. That could be the chance. I don't know. Either way, I'm really happy to have this game. I don't know if you guys had. This is not Pokemon related. It's just something that I really wanted that I had as a kid, or that I played as a kid and really enjoyed. So this is the Star Wars Racer game where you are in the 2001 Star Wars movie. I'm trying to remember. That was like Phantom Menace. I want to say that was Phantom Menace. The dog that is about to be rescued, my wife's foster rescue dogs that she's always got here, he's barking. I can't do anything about that, so it is what it is. Someone is actually going to pick up that dog tomorrow, so I'm super excited about that because then I can focus on making videos, not having all that noise in the background all the time, repetitively. Anyways, Star Wars Racers, this game is fantastic. You play as Annie, young Anakin, and you are driving around on these racer pods, and the graphics are horrific, right? It's Nintendo 64. The graphics aren't going to be amazing, but I still love this game and cherish it. I was trying to win an auction with one of these with the box, but honestly, none of my games have the boxes, so what do I care? Anyways, moving forward. Okay, so this is the most horrendous packaging I've ever seen. It just looks really, really lazy. I've never seen a package that literally just had tape holding it like that. That's pretty bad. It's definitely not a good look for the seller at all. I would never ship anything out that looked like that, but I do understand if it's a new seller. Karen. Well, of course it's from Karen. If it is a new seller, you know, I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt, but man, that was just wrapped up terribly. Okay, so this is in some kind of like rubbery mat. It looks like this is actually a food mat. They wrapped this in a food mat. Not the worst thing I've ever seen. Yeah, they wrapped this in a placemat that you would put on your table, but it is rubber and it did protect it, so no complaints there. Ooh, oh my goodness gracious, this is beautiful. I love this. Very light scratches. They put some kind of something on here, which is giving it kind of a shimmer shine. Probably not good long term for the console to have oil on it. There's a good chance that maybe it's just oil from the hands and it was never actually cleaned. As you guys can see, it's kind of shiny. Really shouldn't have that look to it. This is a black AGS 001. As you can see, it matches my shirt. It is black. I'm going to grab another one for reference. Grab this one for reference. Put them all in plastic bags just to protect them for the long term. This one's super clean. I got this one out of a store locally. I did a video of me buying every console I could find locally. This was one of those. This is a 101, so it has a much brighter backlit screen. But honestly, I found that these 001s are honestly the better value. Not only do these still have a backlit screen, which I played last night and it was lovely, but also you can change the brightness and you can actually play these ones outside. You cannot play the 101s outside. They pretty much only work indoors, so that's something to kind of keep in mind. This one I got in a straight offer for $65. I was a little bit worried about it. I was like, dude, why didn't you wait for an auction? Why do you have to be that guy who has to send people offers all the time? Why don't you just wait till a good one pops up for an auction? But sometimes, and I think this is one of those times, you find a console in better condition than the auction consoles, and the price is just right. So other than the shipping, I'm really, really happy with this console. It's very slick. I think this is actually just the coating that they had on it. I wonder if I can take some of this oily look off. No, I think this is just the coating. It has a very slick, shiny coating, and honestly, this one is in really good condition. For $60, I'm very, very happy with this right now. Let's go ahead and open it up and see what it looks like on the inside. Again, very oily on the inside. It doesn't look like it's even been cleaned ever. No, I don't think this has ever been cleaned, which is actually kind of fun because it just means that it's sat most of its life. I don't think anybody ever tried to properly clean this thing. I'm going to go through a deep clean with this thing later on, but I just want to make sure I clean everything off, so if we see any scratches, it's not a mistake. Okay, so on this console, let's zoom in on this. We've got a really light scratch in the middle there. Really can't see much though. Honestly, this thing is in really, really good shape. The screen doesn't have any scratches. It looks like it's in really, really good shape. So overall, really, really happy because I really wanted a black one of these. Honestly, this might be my favorite new console just because I really like the black color. Also, does it come with a... So, it came with a power supply, but this was not Game Boy. This was just a universal adapter that was used. Not the original Game Boy charger, but that's still okay. At least it came with a charger. And let's just see if it powers on. We'll take our gold. We'll plug that into the black one. It actually looks really nice. It's a nice complementary color there. And let's go ahead and see if this thing powers on. Volume up. Let's see what the screen looks like. These AGS 001s, the screen actually looks fine. I'm not sure. Is there a cover tonight? I'm not sure if the 001s actually differ a little bit. Let's see if it's still saved. Yes, it looks like it's still saved. We zoom in on that. It says continue, which means it did save. And I want to say that the screen is maybe a little dim, a little dimmer than the other one, but honestly, they're about the same. Otherwise, super happy with this console for $60. Great new addition to my collection. Really love this one. And moving forward, so now I have 3 SPs total. I don't know, guys, I can't explain it. I have the old vintage console bug, and I love these consoles. I'm actually still looking at card auctions, but Pokemon cards are getting really expensive. The auctions are getting crazy. And to be fair, I did order 4 cases of Scarlet Violet pre-order, and I'm not even going to get those for like another week, maybe week and a half, maybe even 2 weeks, which is a bummer because I'm not even going to have them on the release day. So it's just, we're spending a lot of money on Pokemon stuff. The market prices are going up. It's kind of absurd in my opinion. And that's why I'm kind of moving into the console market because honestly, it's more value friendly. I can get a console and I could probably sell that console tomorrow. That's not the goal. The goal is to collect as many of these as possible and get them as nice condition as possible. I know this one was a little bit rough with this kind of fading wear, but honestly, this one just had such a clean inside. And Frost is actually a rare variant that I had to get that. I'm seeing a lot of clean SPs sell for 110, 120, 130, and those are the 001s. And then the 101s, I'm seeing them sell all the way up to $240, which is absurd. That is with the box, with some accessories. You know, that's not just the console by itself, but still, these consoles are really old and used, and they're still fetching premiums, and I think those premiums are just going to keep going up. So I'm trying to get these before that happens, and before the retro market really takes off. I think it has a lot of room to run. Unlike Pokemon, there wasn't really an influencer who was influencing retro games, so I don't think that they've quite taken off yet. But I do think because of the Pokemon fad, it has helped retro games a lot because people are buying old games like this one that my friend gifted me, and it's definitely making the market for everything go up, I think, in terms of retro games. But I'm not a retro game expert. I hope to become one soon. This is from Rory. Thank you, Rory. Okay, so this was really well packaged. It's in one package inside of another package. We got some shot glasses that this was originally the box for. Cheers. I want to be very careful cutting into this because I have no idea how close it is. Okay, here we go. Oh, beautiful. Very well packaged, in bubble, in a box. Let's get this out. Okay, now I'm aware that this one is kind of beat up, and I'm definitely going to find out how bad it is. But we are looking at here another SP, and this is the two-tone. So Nintendo came out with a two-tone SP that was black and silver. When I first saw this, I thought it was a mod. I recently just saw one sell for about $140 today, and that's $10 shipping. Now, that one was extremely mint. This one is not mint, and I paid, I think, $70-ish for it. Yeah, that's one of those things that's probably not coming out. So this one has like a dot right here. I knew what I was getting into when I bought it. I'm hoping maybe I can fix this. Maybe. I don't know what that stain could be from. I might put some isopropyl alcohol. You can see this one is way more roughed up. Way more roughed up than this one is. And this just goes to show you sometimes, you know, the buy it now, the offer options are not as good as the traditional options. But go ahead and show you guys this. You know, you guys are getting a look at it. This side actually looks pretty good. This side looks pretty good. We've got some wear on these corners here. It has a game in it. I forgot this one came with a game. So this came with Super Mario World. So that's pretty dope. We love when these come with games. Let's pop the gold in there and see if this powers up. Let's see the inside. The inside is pretty dang dirty. But that's okay. It's still a limited edition production for this console, and it looks pretty good on the inside overall still. Typically, they do look better on the inside. What you want to watch out for is any deep scratches or damage to these screens. And let's boot her up. Here we go. Here we go. Word, and it still is ready to go. Beautiful, beautiful. So this one works as well. The battery shows green, and this charger is also an aftermarket charger. I'm gonna check my other charger and see if, I think everyone is using these aftermarket chargers. I'm gonna see and find out if mine shows Game Boy. NTR, Japan, USA. So, they all look like maybe they are aftermarket, even if they aren't. NTR 002. So, I think the NTR 002, yes, this one feels like it's aftermarket. This one looks like it's aftermarket as well. So, USG 002. Yes, so I feel like the adapter, yes. So, they will say Nintendo on the inside. So this adapter that I have says Nintendo. If y'all can make that out right here, says Nintendo. These ones that came with the SPs I ordered, which I don't mind, they're still chargers. Neither of them are Nintendo, so those are both aftermarket. Either way, those chargers are not cheap, and I definitely don't want to add that on to buying these consoles. So I'm going to open this one up and give it a really, really nice deep clean after this video. That's half the fun with buying these consoles, is cleaning them out. So there we are. We have another console. So this makes, now I think I have 10, maybe 11 consoles total. Okay, let's open this one up. Guys, just telling you, probably another console. But I bought all of these consoles pretty much to play Pokemon games on. So I still consider them the same kind of genre, the same kind of niche. Thank you. Take good care of her. I spent a lot of time cleaning her up and updating the lens so she plays better than ever. Enjoy, Gentle Organism. Awesome. Thank you, Gentle Organism. I appreciate you. I actually know what this one was, what to expect. Nothing else in there. Very easy to open. Very well wrapped. Beautiful. So I really wanted this Dandelion. This is the Dandelion console color. And I want to say this one received a new screen. It does look good. I'm pretty happy with it overall. I bid on this one because the back looked mint. So when you're bidding on these Game Boy colors, you really want to make sure the back looks mint. You want to make sure that it still has the original battery cover right here. Usually those have a little bit of play. But it snaps in perfectly right there. And then it has the original stickers back here. There's a scratch on this one, or a crease on this one. I'm guessing this sat in sun one day. And sometimes these stickers can move around. The same thing with the old Pokemon games. So sometimes when you buy these Pokemon games and the stickers move around or don't look like they're perfectly centered, that can still be an OEM game. The reason that happens is they get hot, the glue kind of becomes more liquefied, and then the sticker kind of moves around on there. So the same thing can happen to these old consoles if they're left in the heat or in your car as a kid. These stickers can kind of move around. But these stickers are really, really nice. Everything is really clean. Definitely looks like a minty, fresh, clean console. And the only thing replaced here was the screen. So the rest of the console is OEM. All the buttons are OEM. So I really liked this purchase just because it's super, super clean. And honestly, I'm guessing it was a good refurbished job by whoever bought this console. Congrats to you, Gentle Organism, for being able to put together such a clean console like this. I won this one for about 50 bucks, so I'm pretty happy with it. Let's see, like this one, does this need batteries? It does need batteries, so I won't be able to boot that. Oh, we've got batteries in here, luckily. Oh, okay, I just knocked over that. Oh man, so you can just tell that I'm so raw and unfiltered and these videos are so unedited. It's just great. All right, so that's interesting. That's interesting how the battery ports look. Very interesting. Huh. Okay. Put that in there. Everything should work fine. That's what I like about these games on the Game Boy Color. They're flush, they sit in there perfectly, so it's kind of nice to have that set up. And let's go ahead and find out what we're dealing with here. So I don't think this one makes sound. I'm not sure if we grab my headset and see if maybe we can hear sound through the headset. That's the only issue here. It does play. It looks like it's still saved my previous game. But we can't hear any sound, which is a bummer. Which again, may be a good reason to avoid people repairing these consoles, because almost nothing beats the original. You really just want to buy a nice console. You want it to be original. You want it to be OEM. And honestly, it's great that people replace this stuff, but I'm going to find out when this modded console comes in if it's really worth it to buy these modded consoles or if it's better to just buy OEM. A lot of people that are in the vintage retro gaming community swear by OEM. Let's see if we can hear anything. All I hear is a buzzing, which is pretty sad. I'm gonna have to see if it's said in the listing that the sound doesn't work. That's sad. That's sad. I'm sure that it said in the listing that the sound doesn't work. If not, definitely a bummer. Playing a console with no sound is a huge bummer. It's a nice console, but I may end up selling that as I need to be able to play these consoles with sound. Okay, moving forward. Oh man, I'm gonna have to check and see if that listing said it didn't have sound. Oy, oy, oy. And it's great that it was cleaned and prepared and all that, but really, I want to be able to play a Game Boy with sound. So if in the listing it says that it didn't have sound, that's on me for thinking that would actually be a good purchase, because it is a world different when you don't have the sound. The sound is critical to enjoying the game. I can't get this thing open. So, okay. Oh. Okay, I'm struggling, guys. Struggling. I don't even care about getting this box open at this point. I just want it open. Oh, so much trash. Okay, this is wrapped in a bunch of paper towel. Okay, here we have the first in-box game I've ever purchased. This person would not negotiate with me at all. I don't owe a shout out by any means. So it looks like the original sticker was put right here. So you can't take that off, because if you try and take that off, you're gonna rip off parts of the box. I do not remember seeing that in the listing. I also don't remember in the listing the box looking so beat up. This is another thing you really have to watch out for when you're ordering this stuff. You really have to make sure the boxes are in good shape. Otherwise, you're gonna get a box and be like, wait a minute, this isn't what I saw. This isn't what I saw on eBay when it looked so nice and so neat. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Let's open this up. So if you guys have never seen a Game Boy in the box, they pretty much look like this. There's a tiny insert that holds the Game Boy in there and also allows all of them to line up with the serial code in the back. Still cool that I got the box. I don't know if the box in this condition was worth $100. They took an $100 offer from me. I kind of jumped at it because I really, really wanted to get this console before anybody else snagged it. So that's just the price you pay. I should open this up. I'm gonna have to open up this because there is some dirt on the inside. But otherwise, this is definitely one of the cleaner consoles out there as far as this fuchsia pink goes. This is the fuchsia pink Game Boy Advance. So it's got all the original stickers on there. It looks really, really minty. Other than the box, honestly, the console itself is in better condition. This thing is really, really sleek. And let's see, it looks like it doesn't really have any deep surface scratches. Everything is OEM Nintendo. Okay, let's get the batteries in and see if this thing works. As long as it works and it makes sound, I'm a happy camper. This yellow one was super nice, but honestly, without sound, huge bummer. Again, if the listing says it doesn't have sound, that's on me, and maybe there's still a place for it. I can play it, you know, and I can play it in settings where I know I'm not going to be able to have the sound on. If we have a night at the bar where we have like a pretty mellow type of event going on where I know I need to be quiet, maybe that Dandelion Game Boy will actually have a purpose. Okay, let's take out. So this pushes my console count to 12. So now I have 12 of these old consoles in terms of retro consoles, not counting my 64. Awesome, and we get sound. We get sound. The buttons, everything looks really clean, feels responsive. The membranes feel good. Awesome, and my battery's doing great. Beautiful, beautiful. Hopefully give you guys some nostalgia. Okay. Beautiful. All that works. We have the box. Maybe I need to order one of those box protectors now. I have them for my Game Boy games, but I really need to get them for these console boxes. But honestly, these boxes are pretty rugged, I would say. I don't think they're going anywhere or going to degrade if they're left, you know, piling up somewhere. Honestly, I don't see how this could get in worse condition. I want to say, why is this not closing properly? What's keeping this from closing properly? Sometimes, and I do this a lot with my, Pokemon theme decks. I end up bending and kind of molding the theme deck boxes to be more, to fit more properly. So the same thing with these boxes. If I just bent these folds a little bit more, it stays in there a lot tighter. So there we go. There we go. It's very nice. Honestly, it's a very nice box. I wish it was in a little better condition for $100, but you guys can see with the light reflecting on there, we've got a couple dings and dents on here, but that's going to happen. Either way, really cool piece of nostalgia right here. It's really hard to find these with the boxes still. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Also, quick little update. I found these, and I thought I would share them with you guys. I found these in the bin of a collection that someone sold me. There's still stuff that I haven't really quite looked through, that I've brushed past, but I wanted to show you guys these real quick. So these are like cards that basically change as you're looking at them. I don't remember having these or seeing them. As you guys can see, the Aerodactyl changes. So that's one. We got another right here. We got Pinsir. Trip down memory lane looking at these. Love it. Love it. We got Poliwhirl to Poliwag to Poliwhirl to Poliwrath. It's hard to catch this on camera. I am trying my best. We got Dugtrio from Diglett. Pretty cool though to see these evolutions. I'm saving the best ones for last. We got Pidgey, Pidgeot, Pidgeotto, or Pidgeotto to Pidgeot. Yeah, Pidgeot is the last one, I think. Or is Pidgeotto the last one? Maybe Pidgeotto is the last of all form. I should know that. We got Tauros right here, one of my favorites. And honestly, pretty cool, that animation right there. Wham! Wham! Love that one. All right. I know someone here is really going to enjoy this Mewtwo one. Very cool. Seeing the shift of battle stance. And then I saved the best for last. This is pretty cool that this one was in there. Charmander, Charmeleon. Let's see if we can get Charmeleon to show. There we go. We got Charmeleon to show there, and then we got Charizard. So we got Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard. That's pretty cool. So I just thought these were kind of interesting and wanted to share them with you guys on this mail day because I wasn't sure what I'd be unboxing. I did buy some listings with a ton of WotC era cards. Those have not come in yet. So I'm sorry, this Pokemon Mystery Mail Day was more console themed, but you guys know, as I've been talking about it a lot on this channel, I am becoming more console based collector. I will always be collecting Pokemon, but I just think they're both awesome and they're both so much fun to collect. Anyways, and they also give a great dose of nostalgia and childhood and good memories and good vibes and good energy. Anyways, guys, peace out. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.